Happy February, everybody. So, February is a very powerful month. And yeah, let's just say February is a powerful month. So, I'm going to go through some things that are happening in February and also some ways that you might be called to join me and feel supported. Because again, 2024 in general is a huge year. I'm going to say for just expanding our consciousness. And obviously, many of you have already been, everyone listening to this has been doing it already, but this is a really big leap year to do that in an even bigger way. So, as I talked about in January, it's a number 8 year, and personal power, achievement, abundance, success. And I'm going to twist it to say more of, I want to call it soul power, your soul power and success. And if you want to hear more about that piece, you can go back and listen to January's Insights and Guidance. But I really want to focus on what's happening in February. So there's a couple pieces. The first one is from February 2nd to February 22nd is the 2222 gateway. So it's a portal, a gateway, whatever word you choose to use. It's a really powerful time in terms of divine manifestation. So again, there's what I will call the ego desires and then the soul desires. And so we really want to be focused on what is it that really I want to manifest or I want to receive on a soul level, not from the ego. It's also a time to open up to magical synchronicities, spiritual healing, breakthroughs, getting more clarity, that what I'm going to call again, that soul clarity, soul guidance, and then receiving divine support, specifically angelic support this month. And so the key dates are yesterday, 2222, when the portal or the gateway opened. Then we have 2/20/22 and 2/22/22. Wow. So each of those sequences has a little bit different flavor, and you can go ahead. I don't want to go into that in this, don't have time to go into that in this video, but just know it's a really powerful time, and you can Google each of those separate dates, numbers, and also just know that 22 is a master number, and then we've got the angel number 2222, so 4 twos and then 5 twos. So you're going to want to Google all those and just know that, again, it's a really powerful time to open up to getting guidance on what your soul desires and then also begin receiving that and spiritual healing. So we also have the beginning of the Chinese New Year, which again, I did talk about a little bit in January's Guidance and Insight video. So February 10th is the Chinese New Year. And it is the year, we're going to be moving into the year of the wood dragon. It has to do with stability, honesty, integrity, representing growth, creativity, and flexibility. So also courage, innovation. It's really a year full of possibilities and opportunities. So creativity, visionary energy. The wood dragon is optimistic, ambitious, and adventurous. And really, it's about exploring new ideas and overcoming challenges. So that is the year of the wood dragon. Again, you can Google that for more. And for those of us that are visionaries and fall into that, again, it's a really big year for us in terms of bringing in new ideas and then putting them out in the world. So it's not just receiving the new ideas, it's also beginning to express them and putting them out into the world. And some of you received that guidance last year, and this is really the year, again, that soul power, soul expression of them out into the world. So you're the wood dragon. The card that I pulled for this month, which goes beautifully with all of this, So I pulled all 12 cards for the year back in beginning of January. And for those of you that are like, oh, I want to know what all 12 are right now, I'll tell you how to get those at the end of this video. But February is the month of reflection. And I'm not surprised about this. So this is from the Syrian Starseed Tarot. That's where I pulled this. I'm going to call it the reading for 2024. And this month we have February and it's reflection. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the book from you for you. All right, so it says in this first cycle of earthly reality, we have learned the essentials of existence and form, the magic of manifesting higher self, wisdom, and releasing old wounds, the flow of energy, the importance of structure in the creative stream, spiritual guidance, giving of one's self to love, so self-love, and the meaning of true strength. So there's that soul power that I've been talking so much about, that we're moving into that. We've been moving into that. It says, it is now time to rest and reflect on all that you have learned, the wisdom you have gained thus far. Getting out into nature, and also just really taking that quiet time. But nature is a great place to take that quiet time. And I talk about that in the Raise Your Vibration video that I recently recorded. Again, I'll tell you more about that at the end of this video. So it's time for us to get quiet and to reflect on what we've learned in the past, and also to reflect on, again, that what is that soul guidance? And what am I meant to do now, knowing what my soul desires are, right? We've been focusing on getting clarity on that in January. Now, what are those inspired actions, I like to call them, because they're not goals, they're not tasks from the ego perspective, like I have to do this to get this. It's more from the soul perspective. What am I being guided to do moving forward? How am I being guided, given my soul desires, to move forward, to express, and not just express, but then also being open to receive. And again, getting clear on why. So when you look back at your soul desires, why does my soul desire this? Why? And usually it's from a place of, what do I want to experience versus what do I want to get in terms of material? Not that we're not going to receive material things. Of course we are. I've been talking a lot about throwing out that old belief. This month in my Evolved Journey program, we are focusing on your money flow. So it's not that we are not open to receiving money. It's, again, the why behind it. Why would we want to receive more in terms of money? And what good can we do with that, both for ourselves and for those on the planet, right? So throwing out those old beliefs, especially that it's not spiritual to want to receive more money, but it's the why behind we want to receive more. And again, for myself, it always is about to experience more joy, and to the monies to also go deeper in my own healing journey, and also to receive more. And how then can I give more, right? The more I receive, the more I can also give. So that is the reflection card in brief. I go longer, give a longer explanation into that when you receive the 12 card reading, which I'll talk about in a little bit, how you can receive that. So again, February is, we've got this gateway, starting February 2nd to February 22nd. We've got the year of the wood dragon beginning. We know that we're in an 8-year about soul power and success versus ego power and success. And we've got this card this month about reflection. The wisdom we've gained from everything we've overcome and experienced in the past. And then also moving forward, looking forward. So it's looking back and looking forward. and reflecting on taking that quiet time this month to get clear on, okay, now that I know what my soul desires, what are those inspired actions I'm being guided to take moving forward? I also want to remind you, this is not a year to do things alone. We have for too long been trying to do, I call it the superhuman, trying to do things alone. And we can only get so far, right? We're meant to do some things alone, but then we're also meant to be a part of a community, um, and or work with certain people, healers, coaches, guides, in order to support us to do that. So some ways that you can receive support from me and from others. So I'm doing an event this month. It's called Evolve, Rise to Your Next Divine Level. It's free. You can find information about that below this video. I have invited 10 very amazing speakers, coaches, transformational healers, leaders from all walks of life. And I highly recommend you sign up for that because I do believe that you're likely going to work, whether it's with me or one of these people this year, in order to evolve, right? In order to do everything you came here on a soul level to do in 2024. All right, so that's one way that you can receive my support. For those of you that know that it's me specifically you'd like to receive support from, you can also sign up just to this week. I'm holding a couple events. One of those, you'll get a video right away, raising your vibration. Again, the link is below. And I'm doing 2 live workshops this week. And if you're listening to it after, you can still sign up. And one of them is called, excuse me, Illness. A message from your soul, a calling from your soul. And then another one, which I have not named yet, but I have the content, is going to be, so the first one's on February 7th, and then the second one is on February 10th, which, wow, that's when the year of the wood dragon begins. Very interesting. So again, the links are below for those. And you can also sign up to join me for Evolve Journey. It's my year-long program. And the doors are open right now, and we dive deep into all 10 keys, as well as releasing the 3 Ps and alchemy. It's the deepest way to receive support from me this year. So you can also find that link below. And I would love to hear from you. Either email me, Tanya at tanyapenny.com, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can put a comment and let me know what unfolds for you in February, what I just shared with you, what it's bringing up for you. So anything you feel like sharing, and would love to hear from you, and would love to support you on a deeper level if you feel guided to. So one thing I've also noticed, and you might be noticing this too, that with this kind of whoosh of energy flow, like things are speeding up right now. And I started to feel it in November, but I'm really feeling it speed up even more right now. And that's those energies that are here to support us. And for me, one of the symptoms I'm getting from that is my thought, my consciousness, my guidance system actually is moving at a faster level. So if you've noticed I'm talking kind of fast, maybe faster than normal, I'm trying to keep up with that because the guidance is coming in faster than my mouth can actually talk. So hence me kind of fudging some of the words, even in this video, I've noticed. I'm like, why is that happening? Oh yeah. It's like my guidance is moving faster than my mouth can move. So you guys might be noticing that too. And in my Raise Your Vibration video, again, you can receive that 2 ways. Those links, those 2 first links below. Our vibration, it's so important that we are increasing our vibration, keeping increasing it this year. And that video gives you so many ways to do that. And many of them are so simple. They're so simple. So definitely sign up for one of those free pieces below so you can receive that video. And yeah, as always, just sending you so much courage, so much compassion, so much love, and just a really big reminder that if you're listening to this, that you are a leader and a guide for other people. Whether you're doing it in a way where you're getting paid or you're just doing it with, not just, you're doing it with family, friends, coworkers. You are one of the leaders and guides, and we're at the forefront of this. And that means that you're really going to need to keep your cup full this year and beyond. Like, that's a really important piece. I talk about that and raise your vibration. Um, if we're here to be leaders and guides, we have to first take care of ourselves. So that non-negotiable self-care. I talk a lot about that in the Raise Your Vibration video. Also a reminder that you have such a huge divine team, seen and unseen, here to support you. You always have, but this is the year to consciously embody that, embrace that, and invite. Again, you're not here to do this alone. We can't do this alone. I cannot do this alone. So tap into that divine support, that divine team support, seen and unseen. All right. Love you guys. As always, would love to hear from you and would love to support you on a deeper level as you are guided to. Namaste.